Of course, speaking of that, Brandon Spanger picked up the win Sunday night out in Lexington. Of course, Robbie Tom, race fans, he's sitting second in the point standings right now, but he's got 6 wins on the season here at Thursday Night Thunder. He's on a 2-race win streak coming in tonight. Of course, James Roebuck, who's your current points leader, he's got 2 feature wins on the season. So does Brandon Spanger coming into tonight.
Here we go, off in turn number 4. The SportMods are ready to do battle here on Championship Night at US 30 Speedway. Derek Lamberson, the DI, made a witness his first start here. Look at that, 2 by 2 off of turn 2. And Spanger will lead the shuffle into turn number 3 this time. They're still doing the Cupid shuffle through 3 and 4, 2 and 3 wide throughout. And lap 1 will go to Spanger, a tight race there behind him.
Tell you what, throw a blanket over all 5 of the 6 cars out there right now. Spanger, your leader. Of course, Legenza, former modified driver in the SportMod in 2021, holding down that second spot. Now here comes Robbie Tom, sitting 9th in the nation, coming into the weekend, and the 1T's on the move. Up into 3rd, James Roebuck, your points leader, looks to his inside, almost 3 wide for second, coming off at 2.
Good run for Legenza. Robbie Tom, like we mentioned, 6 wins, but still only sits second in the point standings. That's because he missed a week, had a vacation down in the Dominican Republic, had a good time down there. But I tell you, who's not having a good time, Carol Shockley, who has spun it in turn 2 and puts us under caution.
Tell you what, I'm not going to blame him. Dominican Republic sounds pretty good right now this time of year.
Tell him to cool the jets a little bit. There, this time the lights are ready to go out.
Last race of the year, Brent can't hold anything back now.
Yep, Brandon Spanger, of course, a former National Rookie of the Year from the IMCA Sportmods, former Mod Light driver as well. Also spent about 4 years in a modified. He'll bring us off at turn 4. We're back to green.
So Spanger takes the middle line through 1 and 2. Here comes Tom on the bottom side of the speedway, working to the inside of Legenza. Roebuck's fast in that 75, just trying to find a lane around where everyone else isn't. As they work through 3 and 4, Spanger clicks him off one more time. That battle for second, Tom up into second to 1T.
Looks like just over 2/10 was the advantage. Meanwhile, Legenza, good run off at turn 2. He'll pull even with Tom and try to take Roebuck with him on the outside line. 3-car battle for the second spot continues as they go through 3 and 4 this time. Advantage, I believe that time to Legenza. Well, Legenza's transfer doesn't look like it's reading, but right now, Kyle Legenza put on a great run on the outside line.
Tell you what, that outside line definitely starting to build up a cushion. Roebuck throws the right rear into it in 3 and 4. Just cannot get the run he needs off of 4. 2 to go once again for Spanger. The top 2 working the bottom side, and then Legenza and Roebuck working the top. So 2 distinct lines on the speedway right now.
White flag going to be coming out this time from starter Caden Murray. Brandon Spanger, living life cat fiction on the low side. But Kyle Legenza's got it cranked up to 11 on the outside lane. He'll try from the middle, 1 and 2, takes a dip to the low side, and he'll slide up the track in 2. Meanwhile, Roebuck pulls ahead of Tom for the 3rd spot. Through 3 and 4 this time, race fans. Here comes your winner. Brandon Spanger will hang on to win it.
Kyle Legenza second, James Roebuck 3rd, Robbie Tom and Derek Lamberson will round out your order.
But as he makes his way off at turn number 4, race fans, give it up for him one more time. Your winner of your first Top Stitch Upholstery SportMod Heat Race out of Crete, Nebraska. It's the 19XX. It's Brandon Spanger.
Kendall McCarthy in the 11M. Welcome here for the first time this season from Napier, Nebraska up north. So nice to see the McCarthys here in the house tonight.
Yeah, Kendall, normally a regular up at the Stewart Raceway, Stewart, Nebraska.
David Johnson currently with 1 win on the season. That came back on May the 6th. I believe he's the only driver here in this heat race that has a feature win at Thursday Night Thunder. Of course, Justin Swoboda, always one to watch. He's your current Junction Motor Speedway points leader coming into the weekend as we are green.
Well, so we thought.
That is twice now that made me look a fool.
El Dakota Dunes, Wayne Becker, first night out on that new car right there in that 7 machine. I believe Becker already has a win. I think had a good run a couple weeks ago over at the Park Jefferson Speedway. We'll try it again this time. This time we're live, we're clean and green, and we're 3 wide for second as David Johnson takes the whole shot.
Of course, David Johnson still trying to work some of the bugs out. That car, I don't know if it was that car or a different one, got it totaled out back in the month of June at the Off-Road Speedway. Did not race for quite some time, but he is finally starting to get that thing rolling again. Justin Swoboda making a big move up to second as Donovan jumps the cushion, but he gets a good run off of 2 back in third.
Of course, Johnson, that lone win for him. It came in thrilling fashion when he beat the points leader, James Roebuck, on the last lap of that feature. Came right down to turn number 3. Johnson had just the right line to squeak away and score the W that night. Justin Swoboda still a goose egg in that wins column here at US 30 Speedway. Can he change that back here on championship night as the laps continue to wind down? This time, I believe we're 5 laps remaining now.
0.6 of a second the advantage for Johnson over Swoboda, but Swoboda trying to reel him in. The 16J works the middle line of the Speedway. Johnson a little bit farther down low. Off of 4, it is still Johnson, your leader. Swoboda, Donovan, Becker, and McCarthy.
Field continues to fan out across the US 30 Speedway. David Johnson doing a great job holding down that middle lane. Justin Swoboda about half a group higher. Track definitely starting to take rubber now into turn number 3. We'll see how that shakes out. Still, that outside lane is still getting hooked up. Pat Donovan doing his part in getting that outside line built up just the way everyone wants it. Here goes Swoboda. Swipes that Nerf bar underneath the deck lid, and Johnson 2 to go this time for the Punisher.
David Johnson's trying to hold on to the lead, but Swoboda has reeled him in. It was down to a 0.4 of a second lead the last time by. Johnson looks strong coming off the corner, but Swoboda looks better in the corner. We'll see how it turns out with 1 to go.
Final lap. Can Swoboda make a last lap dash on Johnson? He's going to try. 1 and 2, the Punisher keeps the lead. He's got the preferred line, the clean air. Into turn number 3 for the final time. Checker flag is going to fly. Swoboda with 1 last shot at it. Swings it too wide. Johnson will win it.
Swoboda second, Donovan third, Becker fourth, and McCarthy will round out your order.
So give it up for race fans. He makes his way off of turn number 4. Your winner of your second top stitch upholstery IMCA Sportmod heat race. He's out of Columbus, Nebraska, the 97. Let him hear you, David Johnson. Let them know you appreciate the show they put on, race fans. Before the dirt flies and they start the power slide, stand on up and show your Sportmod pride. Let them hear ya.
Going to be a great field of SportMod set to go green next time by Anthony, celebrating 35 years of racing here at the home of Thursday Night Thunder.
Here we go. Caution lights go out. We are ready to do battle and crown another champion. This time for the SportMods. Derek Lamberson, the GI native, on the point with Wayne Becker to his outside. SportMods are underway here in Columbus.
Lamberson immediately goes to the top side of the Speedway. Meanwhile, 4 wide.
Look at that.
Third. Look at David Johnson. Split Becker and Spanger. Now we'll go to the top side in 3 and 4. The 97 on the move. But up front leading lap 1 is Lamberson in the 99.
Advantage is 176 thousandths over Kyle Lagenza. Ray battling early on in this one. James Roebuck, I think, pretty much has the title wrapped up in hand right now. Just needs to keep the nose clean as they go to 3 and 4 this time. Now Spanger looking at the inside of Lagenza as Lamberson picks off lap number 2. And it's a whole hornet's nest right behind him, and he's going to get caught up in it.
Becker off the pace in that 7 machine. We'll see if he can limp it into the infield or continue. Looks like he will. How about 4 cars battling for the lead? Lamberson, Lagenza, Spanger, and Johnson right there. And now your points leader coming into the top 5. Here comes the 75 of James Roebuck.
Look at Lamberson, Lagenza, Spanger, Roebuck, Johnson, and Thomas Swoboda all right there making money moves. Trying to make the decisive move. Here goes Roebuck, 4 wide, briefly for the race lead. Lamberson says, I want none of this, thank you.
Tell you what, normally I'd say you need multiple cameras to cover the action. I think you need 1 right now because everyone's in so tight with your top 7 right now as they work through 3 of 4. Here comes Spanger in the 19XX. He started 5th, now looking for the lead.
Man, that banking has just been a godsend right now. It's given us a lot of great racing here at US 30 Speedway throughout the year. And what a race here on the last points night. Spanger and Lamberson. Lamberson, don't believe this, I think maybe 1 or 2 starts here before. If not, this is his first night out and doing a great job up front. And now Spanger takes the race lead off of turn number 2. James Roebuck will follow suit on that low side as they get around the slower car of Carroll Shockley.
James Roebuck really nowhere to go right now. The top side is taken up. The bottom side's taken up. Not for sure what the 75 can do here as they work into 1 and 2. Looks like he will take that second spot from Lamberson. And here comes Robbie Tom, the 1T start at night.
Whoa.
Looking for his 7th win of the season as he and Lamberson get together.
Yeah, Lamberson just had a monster run off at turn number 2, and Tom was right in the line of fire. And Lamberson did not back out of it. Well, Lamberson getting another good run off the outside of turn number 2. He'll pull ahead and keep the 4th spot away from Justin Swoboda. Meanwhile, Roebuck, he's going to go top shelf surfing. That's where the cookie jar is. Roebuck wants the good stuff. Halfway home in this one as the warning goes out to Lamberson.
Spanger still can't fish the bottom side. Roebuck right where he loves to be, the top side of the Speedway. And here he goes. He'll close in on your leader. We're going to have a 3-car battle for the lead in the closing laps of this one as Robbie Tom has caught those top 2. Halfway down this time by side for the lead.
And it's still anyone's guess on who's going to win this thing. And Spanger hasn't lost faith on that low end, and for good reason. Meanwhile, Roebuck and Tom, they've been running that outside almost the entire season here at US 30 Speedway. Off at turn number 4, new leader, the points leader, James Roebuck, will leave that time by with 9 to go.
Perfect example of 2 fast lines still showing up here in this one, but Roebuck starting to assert his dominance a little bit in that 75. Spanger trying to switch up his line, pushed up the cushion. That opens up the door for Robbie Tom to get in the mix for a podium position.
Tom right now has the 3rd spot, trying to get that 2nd position away. Meanwhile, Justin Swoboda, he'll squeak by the lap car. Meanwhile, battle for 5th is on. Derek Lamberson and Kyle Lagenza having a great battle there. Lamberson the 99, Lagenza the 16T as they come off at turn number 4, having a great race there at the line. Lamberson still has it at the flag stand. Meanwhile, Tom to the inside of Spanger, and the rocket picks off Brandon Spanger for position number 2.
Robbie Tom started 9th up to 2nd, so he is the hard charger here tonight. What a season he has had, sitting top 10 in the nation coming into the weekend for the Spalding native.
Again, missed 1 week of action with a family vacation. Of course, that took him out of the title hunt. And he is about 30 points back of your leader, James Roebuck. So Tom right now is just playing on house money. Roebuck, meanwhile, trying to seal the deal and win a championship here in the 75. Looking good so far. 4 to go this time at the stripe for the 75 out of Genoa.
James Roebuck, Robbie Tom, Brandon Spanger, Justin Swoboda, and Derek Lamberson. Lamberson trying to hold off Lagenza in that battle for 5th. Here comes the 16T. Meanwhile, Roebuck dealing with lap traffic as he'll put Shockley down a lap. And here comes the 11M of Kendall McCarthy, a long trip down south from Napier in that 11 machine.
2-6 up, 2 to go this time from James Roebuck. He continues to show the fast way around. Roebuck trying to put the 11M of Kendall McCarthy down the lap as Tom now looking to the inside as they come off at turn number 4. White flag coming out this time from starter Caden Murray. Oh, and Roebuck sparked it off the wall to get around the lap car. McCarthy did not make it easy for him. Down the backstretch they go. The checker flag is going to fly this time. Roebuck off at turn number 4. He will seal the deal. Roebuck will be your 2021 US 30 Speedway track champion. Robbie Tom is second. Third at the line is Brandon Spanger. Then it's Justin Swoboda, Derek Lamberson, and then it's Kyle Lagenza, David Johnson, and it's Wayne Becker, Pat Donovan, and Kendall McCarthy to round out the top 10. Give it up for him, race fans. He picks up the win and the track title from Genoa, Nebraska. Car number 75, James Roebuck.
What another great race.
Charger chassis victory lane in your top stitch upholstery. IMCA Sportmod, your feature winner and your 2021 track champion, the rowdy one, James Roebuck. James, what a run. You and Brandon, you traded, and that top side was all yours tonight.
Yeah, I don't get it. I usually struggle here, but tonight was in my favor.
Yeah, you were the bridesmaid quite a few times this year, and it seemed like it was always behind 1S, but you beat him tonight, and point title's all yours. What do you say, bud?
Oh, Robbie's pretty good here. He's a handful for sure. He's come a long ways, but I just can't do it without my family and all my sponsors.
Tell everybody who works on this thing and who helps pay the bills.
I pay all the bills. No, Razor Chassis helps me out a lot. Toy Clip Salon, Western Trucking. He ponied up some money tonight, so I appreciate that. Kurt, Engel Detailing, and I can't thank my son enough, but he's at home because he has a football game tomorrow.
Oh man, and he missed the big one, didn't he?
Yep, he sure did.
Well, congratulations. Your top stitch upholstery, IMCA Sport Modified, your track champion, and your feature winner, Mr. James Roebuck.